Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans around the world, we've got an absolutely explosive collection of stories for you today, filled with drama, determination, and some truly incredible developments in the world of combat sports. Let's dive right into these compelling narratives that are shaping the fighting landscape, starting with an absolutely shocking incident that just unfolded at the UFC weigh-ins, a tense confrontation between Nate Diaz and Team Khabib that had everyone holding their breath. Russian fighter Umar Nurmagomedov has just shared the details of this intense altercation, and the story is nothing short of dramatic. Picture this scene at the weigh-ins. Nate Diaz, known for his unpredictable nature, initially walks past Umar, Khabib, and Islam Makhachev without making any fuss. Everything seems normal, just another day at the UFC. But then, in a moment that shocked everyone present, something inside Diaz seems to snap. As soon as he creates some distance and notices the security personnel nearby, his entire demeanor changes dramatically. Umar, still visibly frustrated by the incident, shared these powerful words. "Nate's one of those guys who acts tough when security is around. When he walked past me, Khabib, and Islam, he didn't do anything. If he really wanted to punch me or anyone, he was just one step away." The contempt in Umar's voice is palpable as he continues. But instead of actually doing it, he walked away and started pointing fingers and throwing stuff our way from a distance. He started it, but honestly, we don't care about that guy at all. We've already given him what he deserved. It was a long time ago, and we smacked him. What's particularly fascinating about this incident is Team Khabib's composed reaction. Despite Diaz's provocative behavior, pointing fingers, shouting across the room, and even throwing objects in their direction, they remained remarkably unfazed. Their calm demeanor spoke volumes about their experience dealing with such situations, treating it as just another instance of Diaz's theatrical attempts to create drama when he knew he was safely protected by security. But there's more to Umar's story than just this heated exchange. The talented fighter is currently facing his own challenging journey in the UFC. After putting on an absolutely masterful performance against Corey Sandhagen in August, securing a unanimous decision victory in what was his first main event, he encountered a significant setback against Merab Dvalishvili. However, the fighting spirit in Umar remains unbroken, despite recently revealing a fractured arm, an injury that had many questioning his future availability. He's showing incredible resilience and determination. His eyes are already set on 2025, with a burning desire to return stronger than ever and make his mark in the bantamweight division. Shifting our focus to another compelling story, we have some fascinating insights from the mind of Henry Cejudo as he prepares for his upcoming battle with Song Yadong at UFC Seattle. In a remarkably candid moment, Cejudo just revealed something that's sending shockwaves through the fighting community. He was actually planning to retire after his recent unanimous decision loss to Aljamain Sterling. But sometimes, fate has a funny way of intervening. The raw emotion in Cejudo's voice is unmistakable as he shares his journey. "You know, it's been a year since I fought, and I'm just excited, dude. First of all, I don't think I ever really thought that I would be competing at this level. I wasn't even thinking I was going to compete past 29. I never wanted to get into my 30s and still compete." The vulnerability in these words shows us a side of the champion that we rarely get to see. What's particularly intriguing is Cejudo's gratitude toward Dana White for not giving him the microphone after the Sterling fight. This unexpected twist of fate seems to have reignited something in the former champion. Despite the loss, there's an unwavering confidence in his voice when he discusses Merab, firmly believing that his opponent isn't on his level. Even with a groin injury that severely hampered his wrestling training for 5 weeks during that fight camp, Cejudo's competitive fire burns as bright as ever. The maturity in his perspective shines through as he reflects. "The time that I did retire at the age of 33, I was super satisfied with my career. Olympic gold, 2-division champ, it was all that I ever wished for and some. I've always wanted to win the Olympics and then become a UFC champion, but then I've been able to even exceed my own goals." The passion in his voice is evident as he continues. "Sometimes things happen for a reason, dude. What Merab is doing now, I gotta tip my hat out to him. Respect, dude. Respect." In another dramatic development that's sending ripples through the UFC community, we have some concerning news about Leon Edwards that deserves serious attention. Michael Bisping has just issued a stark warning about Edwards' upcoming fight, and his analysis is both compelling and worrying. The situation has taken an unexpected turn. Initially, Edwards was scheduled to face Jack Della Maddalena in London on March 22nd. However, due to an injury to Shavkat Rakhmonov, JDM has been redirected to challenge champion Bilal Muhammad at UFC UFC 315 in May. This shuffle has led to Sean Brady stepping in to face Edwards, and Bisping's concerns about this last-minute change are deeply rooted in the intricacies of fighting styles. Bisping's analysis carries the weight of his extensive experience. This is kind of a nightmare situation for Leon Edwards. I'm not saying Leon can't beat him, but stylistically and on short notice, this is a very, very different fight, and potentially a harder fight than JDM. Styles make fights. Leon is a sniper on the feet, of course. He's got great takedown defense. He was able to take down Kamaru Usman, fully mounted him and all the rest of it. We know he's well-rounded. The urgency in Bisping's voice is clear as he elaborates. When you're training for Jack Della and you're focusing on boxing, pretty much a stand-up affair. When you're really not working on the takedown defense and defending chokes and all the variety of madness in the jiu-jitsu world that Sean Brady does offer, it's a big mix-up. This strategic mismatch could prove to be a significant challenge for Edwards, especially given his recent performance against Muhammad where his wrestling defense was tested. In an exciting development from the world of bare-knuckle fighting, Michael Venom Page recently made an appearance on the Overdogs podcast with Mike Perry, where they revisited their epic BKFC clash from 2022. The conversation between these two warriors was filled with mutual respect and admiration, despite their previous heated encounter. MVP's perspective on their fight is particularly interesting. Oh hell yes, because that mother. It was so close, that was a good fight, and I'm not gonna lie. For me, I enjoyed that fight so much, and I'm glad it kinda went the way it went. The genuine appreciation in his voice is evident as he continues to praise Perry's subsequent achievements in BKFC, including impressive victories over notable opponents like Luke Rockhold, Eddie Alvarez, and Thiago Alves. The warmth in MVP's words is palpable as he shares his admiration for Perry. I love your character, I love your personality, like I said, even in the build-up, before even meeting you. I was like, this is the kind of guy that I know I'd go out with because I could just tell your energy. It's on point, man. You are such an entertainer, but also you come for war every single time. In another significant development that's generating substantial buzz in the MMA world, Daniel Cormier has expressed surprise at Ilia Topuria's decision to move up to the 155-pound division. This news comes on the heels of Dana White's announcement that Topuria would be vacating his featherweight crown to pursue challenges in the lightweight division. Cormier's perspective, shared during the Good Guy Bad Guy show with Chael Sonnen, brings up some intriguing points. He's a champion through and through, but when I see him, he's not a big guy. I don't feel like he's a big guy, so to hear he says he can't make 145 anymore to me seems a bit odd. DC's concern is rooted in his first-hand experience, having seen the size of established lightweight fighters. I see the UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev in the gym. I saw Khabib Nurmagomedov as a champ. Hell, I see Michael Chandler, and dude, Charles Oliveira is massive. These guys are bigger, much bigger than Ilia Topuria. Finally, we have some heated exchanges between Alex Pereira and Daniel Cormier that have caught everyone's attention. Recently, DC expressed concerns about Pereira's preparation for his upcoming fight against Magomed Ankalaev, suggesting that the fighter might be spreading himself too thin with various side ventures instead of focusing on his training camp. However, Pereira wasn't about to let these comments slide. In a powerful response via Instagram, he posted a video showing himself intensely focused during training, accompanied by a direct message to Cormier. Don't worry, Daniel Cormier, we're over here working. The confidence and determination in Pereira's response have only added to the anticipation surrounding his upcoming clash with Ankalaev, as fans eagerly await to see how this story unfolds in the octagon. This comprehensive update gives us a fascinating glimpse into the current state of combat sports, where personal rivalries, strategic challenges, and professional evolution continue to shape the landscape of this incredible sport. Stay tuned as we follow these developing stories and their impact on the fighting world.